What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Tarot Magic. How is your Monday going? We are going to do a full moon reading, and yes, I do realize that the full moon was a couple of days ago, but I had some previous commitments and obligations, so we're going to do it now. And just so you know, the potency of the full moon lasts for a few days afterwards. Starts a few days beforehand. So yes, let's get into it. Full moons are when we are supposed to release what no longer serves us and forgive people. So let's see what comes up. What is the overall energy for the collective for this full moon? The overall energy, Spirit. And thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed already and hit the thumbs up and helped my channel to grow. And thank you so much for just showing up for this reading and allowing me to read for you today. So I hope my messages help. Here's the overall energy for this full moon reading. Worry. Oh, okay. I am learning that worry, why does that sound so weird? I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. That's so true. Sometimes we worry, and then nothing happens. And sometimes we worry and we actually cause the problems because we're worrying about it, because we're thinking about it so much. Peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay, yeah. Under that is judgment also. So I feel like you want to have some peace, but you are worried about something. And, it could be, something that you should be worried about, but really focusing on it and obsessing over it really is not going to change the outcome. So try to tap into your inner peace and, just take, where's my shirt look weird? Take action when needed and stop worrying about it so much. Spirit has your back, as always, and you can always ask your spirit guides and your angels, ancestors for help. This is the Moonology deck. Make time for self-love. Last quarter moon in Libra. Okay, so focusing on self-care and self-love will definitely bring more peace into your life and help you worry less. Maybe book yourself a massage. Keep your heart open. First quarter moon in Libra. Oh, this is a lot. Look at this. It's a lot of Libra energy. So maybe what you're worried about is getting justice for something. Some injustice that was done to you. But, keep your heart open. I feel like whatever has occurred really broke your heart. And maybe you've closed off your heart a little bit. Speak your world into being, but Spirit is asking you to keep your heart open and make time for self-love. So at least keep your heart open for yourself and loving yourself, right? Clear your mind. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Okay. So maybe when you do some self-care, like taking a hot bath or getting a massage, try to erase the worry from your mind and, push through any insecurity. Okay, so you're feeling a little bit insecure about something you're worried about. Maybe your mind is really cluttered with thoughts and things and worry, but what you really want is peace of mind. So, let's see what this is all about. Yeah, I do feel like if you push through your insecurities, then there's no need to worry. You know, there's something, this is the first quarter moon in Cancer. You know what? All of these, we got a first quarter, a last quarter, first quarter, last quarter, first quarter. And that's interesting. Okay. I don't know what that means. It's something about like fours, quarters, fourth quarter. Maybe this is the fourth quarter, like a game, you know? And you're worried that this one says, oh, last quarter moon, another last quarter moon in Sagittarius. Practice gratitude. Yes, gratitude brings miracles. Ooh. Yes, absolutely it does. All right, so let's get 3 cards, the overall energy, and then we'll start clarifying. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. You're definitely going back and forth, making a decision. Your insecurities are blaring at you and you're worried. Are you going to make the right decision? Are you going to make the wrong decision? So yeah, but whatever decision, choose the decision that brings you peace. Okay. And judgment under that is just something interesting I want to read. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So maybe you judge someone unfairly and, you know, you did something and you have no peace when it comes to the situation. And now you're going back and forth. Let's pick another one. You're definitely burdened by this, but what are you going back and forth on? You're going back and forth on, oh, the Empress. Okay. You're trying to decide, the Hierophant, the bottom of the deck. You're trying to decide, why can I not talk? I can talk all the time, except for when I sit down to do this. So you're trying to decide, should you offer the Empress a higher level of commitment of some sort? And you're trying to work up the courage. Maybe you're worried that this person is not going to reciprocate, but yeah, you want to offer them some sort of her, some sort of commitment. This person is probably a mother, could be a Libra or a Taurus. Wow. Okay. You're worried that she's going to just block you out, and you're confused on how to take action, even though this is destined to happen, and you've been waiting, she's been waiting for this love offer to come in. Okay. So, okay. You're very confused. Maybe you are the one that, confused this Empress. I don't know. Maybe you were juggling, but you're definitely going back and forth on something with regards to this Empress that you're worried about. You're worried maybe because this person blocked you. Well, nobody gets blocked for no reason. What did you do? Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. All right. Maybe you juggled this person. And an Empress is never going to be one of many or allow themselves to be juggled. So, yeah. Or maybe you're worried that it's over because you blocked, or she blocked you? I don't know. But Spirit is saying that push through your insecurities and your worries. Keep your heart open, clear your mind. You never know what could happen. So what is this going back and forth all about? This is a really fat deck. And I am not a good shuffler, as you know if you've been following my channel. Oh, that was a good shuffle. All right, this is Intuitive Kev's extra deck. What do we got? What is this Two of Pentacles about? Fraud. Okay. Insurance, identity, check, tax, mortgage. So you're going back and forth, telling this Empress about some fraud, sickness, disease, infections. Well, if you did something fraudulent and it's making you sick because you're worrying so much, definitely resolve it. Or maybe someone else committed some fraud, but you know about it. Access. Yes, you definitely want access to this Empress, but you're going to have to tell this person about fraud, some sort of fraud. Okay, well, that's no wonder you're worried. Okay, but think positive. Okay, think positive, think positive. Okay, well, knowledge. That came out in the reverse. I feel like you didn't know what was happening with this fraud in the past, but you do now. So we have interfere, intrude, hinder, block. That's in the reverse. So there was some intruder coming in between and possibly committing fraud. And at the time you didn't know about it, but now you do, apparently. I mean, it came out in reverse. So, oh, this Empress doesn't know about it. Okay, but you do, right? I guess. Let's just get a couple more. But you know about it. Insight. Insight. Something. Fortune telling, divination. So that's in the reverse. So you did not have any foresight or knowledge about this fraud being committed against this Empress. But you were bribed to get access to this Empress? Oh boy. Yeah, okay. No wonder you're worried. And, okay. Let's get one more. So you're going back and forth on telling this Empress that you took a bribe to get access to this person so that someone else could commit some fraud of some sort, whatever. I don't even care. I mean, yes, I feel like you should say. Taurus is the second house. Yeah, so this is in the upright, though. Patient and reliable. Oh, warm-hearted and loving. Persistent and determined. Security, loving. Okay, so yeah. You could be a Taurus. Empress is usually Taurus or Libra, but it also has to do with your second house, which is finances. So, yeah, maybe this Empress cautioned you and warned you, and you didn't listen, did you? Oh boy. So, okay, you took a bribe. You didn't listen to your intuition. You didn't have any knowledge of what was going to be done with this fraud. You were just asked to get access. Okay. Not saying it's good, but you can always right your wrongs. And didn't I just say at the beginning, full moons are a great time for forgiveness? So if you need forgiveness from this Empress, Do it now. Don't delay. Okay, what is this Empress about? Otherworldly, celestial, extraterrestrial. That came out in the reverse. I feel like you did not know that this Empress was extraterrestrial. And you had intent to hurt or harm, or somebody did. I'm just going to assume that you're the Empress, okay? And this is someone else. So, yeah, they didn't realize that you were otherworldly, Empress, that you were an Empress, a starseed. That's why it's in reverse. They didn't have that knowledge. Gift, reward, incentive, present. Yes. So, but they were given some sort of incentive to, narcissist. That's in the reverse. They were given some sort of incentive from a narcissist to gain access to you. They got some money for it. Maybe they were going back and forth on, should they do it or should they not? But they did. I was hoping that the Two of Pentacles was going back and forth on confessing. But, I almost just lost half of that deck. Okay. But, you know what? It will bring about peace to the situation. And, where there's been a lot of confusion and illusions kind of around this situation. But they did not know you were otherworldly and that you had some serious protection from the heavens, from your spirit guides, your spirit team. Okay. What else? Shocking, surprise, and unexpected. So, yeah, this person was very surprised to discover you're otherworldly and, you're an Empress, I guess. Or maybe when all of this comes out, it'll be shocking to you. Yeah. Pretty shocking. I mean, nothing shocks me, but you might be shocked. Yes. Projection. I thought I said projection. Okay, yeah. So they were projecting negativity onto you. Probably to keep the fraud covered up. A lot of projection going on. But you have protection, so yeah, they were shocked to find this out. Not your problem, right? What else? They were like, oh no, we sent negative projections to an Empress that's a starseed from an otherworldly. Yeah, you done fucked up. Yes, feminine. Abundant fertility, goddess, Empress energy. So this is the Empress in reverse. So an distorted feminine mother figure sent this projection. Gave the gift. Bribed. Yeah, okay. Shocking to find. It might be shocking to find out who this Empress in reverse, the feminine, this distorted feminine is. I feel like. Yeah, spell work in the reverse. Black magic, curse, hex. So, yeah, it went right back. And this person is a narcissist. They're never wrong. But they were wrong this time. I mean, look. Just look around you and find out who's getting the worst backfire and you'll know. Someone that's on drugs. I just try to figure out how to do this. Alright, what is this Seven of Wands about? I feel like you are very guarded to a lot of people right now. And rightly so. There are people projecting black magic towards you, but it is going back, so don't worry. Scorpio. Determined and forceful, emotional and intuitive, powerful and passionate, exciting, magnetic. It is in the upright. So, you could have Scorpio in your chart, or you're putting up your boundaries, blocking a Scorpio that is also a liar. Okay. Yes, we don't want to deal with liars. I agree. Life is too short. This person got bribed to get access to you. A distorted feminine. So that they could do black magic on you. Just saying. Charlatan, deceptive, trickster, fraud. That came out in the reverse. So I feel like you know about this already. It's been exposed. Or maybe this is what they were saying about you, that you're a trickster. Maybe someone said to the Scorpio that you're a trickster and they should be warning that. They warned him about you. Yeah, okay. You're an Empress. Whatever. Who knows? Or maybe this Scorpio is being deceptive and a charlatan, but it's in reverse because you already know about it. Energy work. Okay. Bottom of the deck, optimism, hope. I feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of projections. Energy work. I feel like also this is in the upright. Maybe you as an Empress are a healer and do energy work. But you are still very hopeful about this situation, optimistic. You know, despite all the projection, black magic and everything, just know that it's going to roll right on back. How appropriate for a full moon reading. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of people hanging out in a graveyard over the full moon, right? Play with graveyard dirt, end up in the grave. Just saying. Yeah, self-doubt, envy, insecurity. So, yeah, look at this as the same as push past your insecurities. So, maybe this Scorpio was envious or insecure. Caution again on the bottom of the deck. And destiny, fate. Whatever this is, all of this was destined to happen for a larger purpose. We'll try to find out what that is, if we can. I wish I had a bigger desk, like wider. So, disingenuous, pretender, fake, false. So yeah, this Scorpio was probably false. They took a bribe. One more, let's do one more. Could have been by a distorted parent or parent figure. Their parent, your parent, baby father, baby mother. Who knows? Who really cares? I mean, obviously, we do care a little bit, but it will all come out in the end because you'll see who's cursed and who's living their best life, right? Emotional manipulation. That is in the reverse. So it looks like there was a Scorpio that was disingenuous. They were envious and they were insecure. Could have been a trickster, fraud, or they were told you were a trickster or fraud in the reverse. And they tried to do some emotional manipulation, which just went back. Because the Empress cannot be emotionally manipulated. Bottom of the deck again. Caution. We also have law and order, in the reverse. So yeah, and binding, finances, love, spiritual, energetic, that is also in the reverse. So all the binding is going back, and oh, it's a whole cult, Coven, secret society, that came up against an empress, an otherworldly empress. Oh shit. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. But, okay, I want to move this over because I want to be able to see the clarifiers. So we've got fraud, knowledge in the reverse, intuition in the reverse, access, bribe, and Taurus. So this is all about money. Somebody was bribed, given some money to get access to this empress, and apparently this person wasn't listening to their intuition, and they didn't have knowledge of what was going to happen. They just took the money. Okay. And now they're going back and forth about what? Let's just move this over. I want to just get a clear picture of this. So I'm not going to read the reversals with the clarifiers of the tarot card because I get better messages and downloads when they're all in the upright. And if we pull enough cards, I should be able to get a clear picture. Sometimes when I see one in reverse, it just kind of throws me off. And then I'm trying to, get back to the downloaded messages that I'm receiving. So it's a long explanation, but okay. What is this Two of Pentacles about, Spirit? What do we need to know about this Two of Pentacles? What do we need to know? Ace of Swords, yes. Someone is working on receiving some clarity, and there's some truth that has been revealed. So I feel like there's someone going back and forth trying to decide if they should reveal this truth. Except I just did. The answer is yes. You should definitely... Oh, this one wanted to come out. You should definitely reveal some sort of truth, okay? Because... or this person, I'm going back and forth between talking to the person that's going back and forth and the Empress, but I feel like I'm just talking to this person that's going back and forth. Yes, it will break their heart. It probably broke your heart knowing the truth because, you just didn't have the knowledge or didn't listen to your intuition, or you didn't ask questions on why they paid you to go and get access. So you faked this romance. You probably really did hurt this Empress, break her heart. So yes, you should. Yes. You are probably manifesting how to heal from this. You're making some sort of plan on how to come and give this truth. You feel it's going to cause a lot of chaos and conflict, but I also feel like this Empress has been manifesting this truth. This heartbreaking truth. Okay. Part of the truth is that there was a lot of manipulation and spell work done. This is just part of this. And whoever needs to come tell the truth is really going back and forth and taking their sweet ass time. But guess what? This is where they'll stay until they communicate. But this person is going to have to come clean about the fraud, the bribe that they took, the manipulation and spell work done, and just do it. You're going to need to do it. Because it's burdening you. You're worried. Or this person is worried. What else? Hierophant. 7 of Pentacles. And 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. The Devil. King of Cups. King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. So it looks like... okay, well, before we get to the bottom of the deck. I feel like that this Empress may have been praying to higher power, and she has been waiting and waiting and waiting to have her wish fulfilled, which is to get the truth. The truth. Some clarity. After heartbreaking confusion. Okay? And now we've got at the bottom of the deck, we're going to see who all is involved. This is a lot of people involved here. We've got a, oh wow. We've got a Knight of Wands. It's all going to be illuminated. A King of Swords. A Queen of Wands. A King of Pentacles. A King of Cups. The Devil. So we did see the cult Coven. So yeah. Page of Pentacles. There's maybe a kid involved too. Lovely. So yeah. 2 of Cups. So yeah. I'm not really quite understanding. Okay. I don't need to understand. It's just, it's all about money. But clearly there was occult coven, black magic going on. Manipulation at its finest. This could have been going on for quite some time. There was quite an investment. It made this sadistic magician person super happy to see this Empress heartbroken. Wow. Diabolical. Okay. So we need to know why the hexing, why this distorted feminine was projecting. What's so shocking, the gift, and otherworldly in reverse. So what is this all about? It looks really to me like there is a jealous third party. Some distorted feminine is projecting, and they're shocked to find out that, and burdened to find out that this Empress is not human. Little starseed baby. Whoops. And they have divine protection. Oh, the 2 of Pentacles can also mean to me like a destiny swap, but it failed, obviously, because they didn't realize they were doing it to someone otherworldly. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. 7 of Wands in the bottom of the deck, again. So, yeah, I feel like also there were people trying to block this gift, this Ace of Pentacles, from coming to the Empress, or they were trying to block her gift, which is like seeing the truth kind of thing, or they wanted to block, they wanted to block her speaking the truth. Good luck with that. Anyways, what else about this Empress and the Ace of Pentacles? What else about this Empress? What is this? Okay, the Hanged Man. All right, it looks like there could be a Pisces really stressing out about this Empress getting this large sum of money, this gift from the universe. There was a lot of projection and spell work and distorted feminines. They, like I said, it was a coven all working together. They're all stressed out. And they're stuck. They don't know where to go, what to do, but that's not your problem. Okay. Maybe they're seeing things from a different perspective now. The Hangman is also like the sacrifice card. Maybe they're trying to hang you out to dry, Empress. Lovely. Again, this looks like a destiny swap, right? A failed destiny swap. Mm-hmm. Five of Swords is win at all cost, and it has something to do with this Emperor, this divine masculine or something. Oh my God, sickness. There's just so many, like, people that have just, like, severe mental illnesses, and it's really like a demonic attachment. Yes, there's a distorted feminine that wanted to destiny swap. They wanted to win at all costs. They wanted your divine masculine or whatever. They just wanted you out of the picture. But it was a whole cult and coven that was doing this. And it could have been over a large sum of money. An inheritance, possibly. Spiritual inheritance. Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of people working together to block your gift, to block this money, this inheritance coming to you. They were trying to swap it around so that they could take it instead. It's a lot of money, though. It could have supported the coven for a whole year and their families. So they just needed to take it from you, Empress. But it rightfully belongs to you and not to these freaks. So, yes, okay, this is regarding something, someone from your past. They're under judgment, but they do want to come in and apologize to the Empress. Incoming, they want victory and success. They've transformed, possibly. This is Scorpio, like that other Scorpio. Okay. Like, that's the next pile. This is all something that happened in the past. I don't even know what to say. Let's get one more. We'll move on to the next stack. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Oh, Empress. Somebody missed an opportunity or rejected the Empress? Okay. Ace of Cups. Justice. Okay, so, yeah. What this looks like to me is there was a lot of money involved here. Someone from the past, possibly a Pisces, really wanted to swap something around. This is also, we got fraud at the beginning, so they switched something around. Right? That was the first card out. And now, oh, they're worried. They should be worried. Because they committed fraud. And then they tried to project a bunch of hexes and curses to a starseed. Ah. And the starseed is still kicking. Because the Empress has protection. So, save it. Save the graveyard dirt for something else. So for this one, we've got Scorpio, Charlatan in reverse, energy work, self-doubt, insecurity, envy, disingenuous pretender, and emotional manipulation in the reverse. So it looks like that the Scorpio was somebody that was insecure and envious and disingenuous and was emotionally manipulating them and sending them energy work. Probably made it seem like this Empress was the charlatan in the reverse. So this Scorpio put up some boundaries of some sort. They were cautioned. Don't go near the Empress. Which is stupid because, again, with the Two of Pentacles could be swapping something around. So this envious, insecure person that was emotionally manipulating the Scorpio really switched everything around and made it seem like the Empress was sending the projections and the black magic and whatever. But it's clearly obvious what happened now, because they're getting the backfire of their own work coming right back to their front door. Because this Empress is protected. Okay, that's right, Emperor. Okay, and the King of Cups. So, yeah, I feel like this is the oh my God, the Emperor and the Empress. This is your divine masculine, this Scorpio that didn't know, they weren't listening to their intuition, but they didn't know that all of this was going on. They kept this person in an illusion. But this person has emotion. There's very strong emotions for his Empress, obviously. What else? Maybe they're worried that they're blocked or they can't, okay. This is a destined partnership, a destined fated event. This person could be feeling like they're really trapped in their head. They want to have growth and expansion and victory with you, but they feel like it's over. Or they need to transform. Death is another Scorpio card. So, okay. Look what I just split it on. Maybe you guys are both guarded towards each other. I mean, this person was lied to about who you really were. Everything was swapped around. Whatever. But okay. And then we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Pentacles. So it has taken a long time for this Emperor and Empress to get together. But we saw on the bottom of the deck the King of Cups. And now we see the Queen of Cups. So there is a lot of love. And emotions. It doesn't have to necessarily be a Scorpio, but I just split the deck on this again. Okay, the person or both definitely has Scorpio in their charts somewhere. I have a Scorpio North Node and Venus in Scorpio, which is, I'm going to save that for a whole nother session. Yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, yes, Ten of Wands. Yes, this person wants to shed some light. We saw the Ace of Swords also to the Empress, and it's burdening them to not come and apologize. Yeah. This Emperor is very burdened, and it's taken them a long time because they probably feel like an idiot. They left you out in the cold. They feel left out in the cold right now. Maybe they're having financial issues, but keep in mind that this cult somehow kept them in some sort of illusion and confusion, and they cautioned them. They said, oh, you gotta leave this Empress out in the cold. They're doing, binding on you and all this stuff. And it was totally untrue. This person has some sort of evidence of some deception, some lying, cheating, stealing, or maybe they lied to the Empress. They had a third party. Who knows? This is a mess. But what I really want you to see is this, okay? This is like a twin flame divine counterpart. It is fated connection, okay? And there's something about what all of this is that I believe relates to the Emperor and Empress's life purpose. So, whether that's to defeat covens, take them down spiritually, or expose them, or whatever. It's part of their life purpose. So, yeah, this person is feeling like they missed an opportunity, but justice, they need to illuminate something. It's what's fair, and they are definitely stressing about it with the Nine of Swords, but they want to apologize. But right now, they're doing nothing, but probably thinking about this lover's connection, and there's a lot of sexual fantasy going on. This is a twin flame, obviously. Okay, so just do it. Be honest. It's destined for this to happen anyway, and like I said, everything happens for a reason. Nothing is an accident, in my opinion, because it teaches you what you need to know. It exposes the people around you that can't come with you on the journey, right? Let's get a few of these. And end of story. It just is what it is. Let's move these over also. Should just put it over here. But yeah, whoever committed the fraud is really worried, and they should be worried because they're going to jail. Heartache, grief, emotional struggle, sadness, despair, downhearted tears come from the heart, sorrow is the price paid. So yeah, somebody is probably this Scorpio Emperor. They made an inaccurate judgment call, and it really is hurting them. And I see this is a green eye also, so it's like someone green with, the green-eyed monsters, envious person. So yeah, I mean, they're really hurting. We saw the Three of Swords. They feel like they missed an opportunity, but again, like I said, this is destined. All of this is destined, okay? It's destined to happen this way. For whatever reason, God has a plan, right? Maybe your divine counterpart was in this coven, and they needed to see that this is not something that would bring them happiness. And they're going to go for the peace. The peace instead of, constantly worrying about the fraud this coven is committing. Idiots. Two-faced. Ugly on the inside. That came out in the reverse, though, but I feel like, somebody that was two-faced. It's ugly on the inside. All aces. Nice. Oh, intention of betrayal. Trauma and distress, harm done to cause pain and suffering. Yeah. Okay, so, wow. So, there was someone that is probably very attractive, but they're very ugly on the inside. This could be the person that's in heartache. I don't know. Yeah, hidden evidence, secrets buried. There's still some things that you don't know. You don't know who the two-faced person is, or who's heartache. Root chakra, which is in the reverse. So, yeah, we did see Taurus. They see the bribe. They took money because they have an imbalanced root chakra, which is your basic human survival. Then we see solar plexus chakra also, which is your confidence, and that's in the reverse. So confidence, willpower, they don't have much confidence or willpower to come and tell you that they were two-faced and there's hidden evidence. I hope they do, though. Let's see. They're really, or you are having heartache. Collect checks, payday, paycheck, payout. Yeah, once all of this evidence is uncovered, this is a big paycheck for you because clearly there was fraud committed in your name. Knowing without external influence, truth revealed, intuitive, resist any pressure. Yeah, I feel like this is you, the Empress. I think you knew that someone made a deal with the devil. Someone thought it was a piece of the pie. They wanted a piece of the pie of your inheritance. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's because their root chakra is out of balance, and now their sacral chakra, they don't have the energy or the willpower or confidence to come forward. They're just going to stay two-faced for the rest of their life, I guess. Okay. Grounded and celestial. That came out in the reverse. So this two-faced person that's in grief is not very grounded. Investigate. And the reverse, they didn't do any investigation into what they were getting themselves into. They just saw the money, their root chakra was imbalanced, they maybe, were already a part of this coven or cult or whatever this bullshit is. But now they're really not grounded. The celestial also is like, possibly they lost their divinity, which they can get it back. Never too late. Communication, connect, pick up, hang up, call back. So yeah, this two-faced person and throat chakra. Is that throat chakra? Yeah. They need to communicate this truth to you, obviously. This two-faced person needs to, or they want to, communicate. Get to it. Yes, swiftness. A solution is on its way. Unstoppable force. Inspired action set in motion. Moving quickly. Yeah, this is kind of like the Eight of Wands, I feel like. So yeah, once this communication happens, a solution is going to present itself. Unstoppable force. Inspired action. It will set something in motion that will lead to this revitalizing your mind, body, and spirit of this person and of you, probably. The mirror one is not ready to face, a reflection of what they will never become. Accept the truth. This person is not really, if it's a divine counterpart, twin connection, that person acts as a very powerful mirror and reflects back to you everything you've yet to heal. So yeah, this person wasn't ready to accept the truth. But this is written in the stars. This is like the Wheel of Fortune, which we have that also here. Yeah, but this person definitely misjudged you. Let's get a couple more. They were told by some distorted feminine doing black magic that you were the problem, right? Dark aspects of yourself, the psyche, the unknown, facing difficult realities, transformation, decisions made with uncertainty. Yeah, this person is probably grappling with their shadow side and the uncertainty of it all. Once they tell this truth, it is probably going to break your heart, but emotions spilling apology. Oh, I feel like that it's going to, and then we have here a wave of ecstasy, a tidal wave of emotion within the ocean of the heart, an experience you'll never forget. I feel like that this confession is going to lead to a lot of emotions coming up between both of you. And once this happens, you will be able to move forward. There will be some swiftness. There will be something will be set into motion. There will be some inspired action that the two of you could come up with together. And yeah. But all of this was written in the stars. All of this was destined to happen just the way that it did. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for joining me today on this full moon read. And I hope my message helped at least one person. Thank you so much for showing up and watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Love and light. Take care.